Okay, it's probably a little late in the game for me to make my comments, but I have to do it anyway. I've invested all this time. I've been watching the trial from the beginning. Um, there are two major things that have been driving me crazy about this trial. One is, of course, the domestic violence. I was a victim of 12 years. See these bags under my eyes? That's entirely too many black eyes at the hands of a man. And I did leave him every time he hit me. And I was lured back to him after enough time had passed, a year or 6 months, him and his anger management, saying he's going to change. I could tell you right now, she is not an abused person because when I have to talk about the details about what he has done to me, you can see it on my face. I I don't cry anymore, but I get angry because I put up with it for as long as I did, and that man is still walking. And because I did suffer from post-traumatic, not from battered wife syndrome, I did keep letting this man manipulate me and come back into my life. She doesn't have doesn't even come close to any symptoms of battered wife syndrome. She doesn't have the insecurities that I do. I remain single uh, because I don't trust. But okay, that's the domestic abuse issue. But let's go to the post traumatic stress issue. I was diagnosed with that as well as battered wife syndrome, but the post traumatic stress disorder came from my first cousin, who sexually abused me as a child for years. My parents didn't believe me, and I would have temper tantrums, and my parents would, say I was being a brat or something like that, which was ridiculous. I was telling the truth. So I started having anxiety attacks as a teenager, drank a lot, never abused drugs because it's not my, whatever. But I drank a lot to forget, and that didn't help because that just brought my anger out. Um, as far as the post traumatic stress disorder, I don't understand how she doesn't remember anything. I have been dealing with flashbacks my entire life. It took me years to lose my virginity to the same boy that I had been going out with for many years. Thank God he was so patient because I would have these flashbacks of what my cousin had done to me. Um, I can tell you in explicit detail what my cousin has done to me. I can't tell you what happened right before, and I cannot tell you what happened right after. But I can tell you everything that happened during during his assaults on me. I could, yeah, uh, okay. Uh, Thinking about it again. Um, okay, so here we flash forward to I'm in my 40s, married, divorced, single, living in a campground because I choose to stay away, uh, choose to stay out of the population. I don't want neighbors. I don't trust people. Um, the uh, in my early 40s, I got a phone call that my cousin was arrested for having stabbed a girl, a 23 or 22-year-old girl named Teresa Wazlowski from Wisconsin. 47 times he stabbed her. He did not get life. Um, and although there was no, he did not. He had his own excuse for why he did it, but I can guarantee you, he was trying to rape her, and she fought back with her life and lost it at the hands of my cousin. He went. That went on to be a cold case for 10 years. They called him 10 years later. So when I got that phone call that he was arrested, I went into a whirlwind of flashbacks and pain and anxiety all over again. Then the trial came on, and detectives wanted me to become a part of the trial and tell my story. And my parents, of course, still not believing me, said, how dare you? You know how many people you're going to hurt? Let me say, I really don't care. I was the one that was hurt. So I've been through both of those things. Here I am, living in my campsite, my own little home. I choose to stay this way. I choose to stay alone. I don't trust this chick here. Does not suffer from any of it. She is a pathological liar. The reason I am so fascinated by this trial is because I get to see a sociopath in action in real time. It's it's like watching Charles Manson. Uh, what do you call that? 6 degrees separation or something like that. She's like the version day Charles Manson in a female female version of him. She's highly intelligent, highly manipulating, and just this whole thing has been so frustrating. And I will be devastated if if she does not get first degree. I will be absolutely devastated. I will cry just like I cried when the Eagles lost the Super Bowl by 3 seconds. But of course, this is much more serious, and it just breaks my heart. Thank you for listening.